Before I get started with this video, I have to give a shout out to Jay Lethal because he actually put this 1 minute clip together involving Billy Porter. So if you hear some things in the commentary that you're about to hear sound like it's looped, it's because Jay Lethal actually edited the video that way so people can understand what is being said. It's only like a 1 minute clip, but in that 1 minute you'll hear quite a bit coming from the subject matter at hand. And then when the clip is done playing, I'm going to go ahead and say what I have to say.
You know, it hit me when I was on the set last week how profound it is that I am playing the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother. The fairy godmother. They call it the Fab G. Magic has no gender. We are presenting this character as genderless. At least that's how I'm playing it. And it's really powerful. You know, this is a classic. This is a classic fairy tale for a new generation. And I think that the new generation is really ready. You know, the kids are ready. It's the grown-ups that are slowing stuff down. You know, it hit me when I was on the set last week how profound it is that I am playing the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother. The fairy godmother. They call it the Fab G. Magic has no gender. We are presenting this character as genderless. At least that's how I'm playing it. And it's really powerful. You know, this is a classic. This is a classic fairy tale for a new generation. And I think that the new generation is really ready. You know, the kids are ready. It's the grown-ups that are slowing stuff down. You know, I'm because of the emasculation of the black man. I didn't know that I had that much power. But now that I know I do, you can expect me to be wielding it every chance I get.
So y'all just heard that, and I know I ended up playing one part 2 times, but that's because I prematurely stopped the video and I had to let it play itself all over again before it got to that last part. If y'all remember a live stream that I did talking about that Marvel character from that movie The Eternals and how they pretty much made him into a homosexual, you remember that Jay Lethal was like one of the first people that called in when I opened up the phones, and he was explaining to you about how they were doing another Cinderella live action remake, even though they've already done one a couple years ago. Then of course, you know, you had the one that had Brandy and Whitney Houston back in the late 90s. And now they're doing another one. And from what I'm hearing, this is going to be through Sony. So this is going to be their interpretation of it. And it's supposed to be coming out in 2021. Listen, I don't care how many times your kids may have watched Cinderella, no matter what version of it may be. I don't care if you are a fan of it yourself. Do not, repeat, do not allow your children to go and watch this filth. Period. Point blank. I'm serious. Do not allow your children to go and watch this mess, this crap that they're coming out with. Now, there's a reason why I made the title the way that I did. Because of the last clip in particular. He said that someone or people out there saying that he is doing whatever he can or doing something about him emasculating the black man. Oh, he's not trying to emasculate us as grown men. He's trying to get to the kids. He said he's going to use his wand or whatever it was he said to make sure he does it every chance he gets. Now he made that call, and all of a sudden, what does he do now? He gets a part playing the fairy godmother in a new Cinderella movie. And what did she use to use her magic? A magic wand. Does anyone see the correlation here? And one thing that was profound, it was a few of them, but one thing in particular was when he said that, let me make sure that I have it correct. He said that this generation is ready. The kids are ready. It's the grown-ups that are slowing everything down. Doesn't that sound kind of predatorial and pedophilish in nature? That the kids are ready? but the grown-ups are slowing stuff down. And when people heard that, a lot of people thought of the song Seems Like You're Ready by R. Kelly. A lot of people said that they felt like it reminded them of that song. So he says the parents and the grown-ups are the ones that are in the way of him working his little witchcraft, because I refuse to call it magic. Then he says that he's going to be playing this character as a genderless character, but the name of the character is fairy godmother. And last I checked, mother, meaning a matriarch or woman, is a gender. So how is it genderless? And then he said they're going to call it Fab G or something like that. Some BS that doesn't make any sense. See, like I said, Billy Porter has successfully positioned himself to be the mascot of the Alphabet Academy on a whole nother scale that I don't think I've ever seen before. I don't even think RuPaul has even reached these heights. And he's been around for years. And I mean years. And Billy Porter, like I said in plenty of my videos, has absolutely no shame in what he's doing. He sees absolutely nothing wrong with it because he's enjoying the trinkets that he's receiving right now from palm-colored Hollyweird, or more like palm-colored Holly hell is more like it. It's absolutely insane. But they'll allow him to continue carrying on like this because it brings them some kind of attention. It brings them in ratings because apparently people love to watch his over extracurricular ass get up there and act a damn fool, because that's all he's doing. He's acting a fool. And notice his little costumes get even more elaborate or more extra every time he is being discussed. Look at this picture right here. Look at what he has on. He looks like a character from Final Fantasy right in that picture. So you can only imagine what they're going to have him looking like in that Cinderella movie. They probably going to let him have complete creative control over his costume and over his look. And he's probably going to be so damn extra in the movie that he's going to make sure people remember his part. I'm telling you, I have a feeling that's what he's going to do, because that's the type of person that he is. A lot of the times, the characters, whoever Billy Porter may be playing at the time, that's nothing more than a toned down version of him. But you best believe in this new Cinderella movie, he's going to be bringing all of Billy Porter and nothing but Billy Porter into that role, because that's going to be his emancipation right there. You can tell that's his dream role. Like I said, he probably has to tone down a lot of the times in other roles he's been in, but this is his dream role right here. Based on clips I've seen of him, he was more toned down, but he was still extra. But in this one, oh, you can best believe he gonna be coming with the whole damn Spirit Squad in him with this one. But the fact of the matter is that I and a few others have called out this behavior from him a while ago. So it should be of no surprise that this is happening right now. And it should be of no surprise that Billy Porter is getting these type of roles. Like, he actually is getting cast in a role that is meant for a woman. And if they were going strictly off of the material, he's taking the place of not only a woman, but a palm-colored woman who's of like grandmother age. If they were going to go, if they're going to make a direct remake of it, that's what they were doing. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, back when Brandy and Whitney Houston did it, you have to look at the title. That wasn't a direct remake of the original Disney Cinderella. It was a remake of another version of Cinderella where it had the same type of theme, but it was made by another production company where it started off as a play. And then they turned it into a movie, which is exactly why the movie, if you look at it in the set pieces, it looks like one big stage production. So they could actually get away with that. It wasn't Disney Cinderella, which is why all the other Disney versions of it looked more so like the original. But this one's being done by Sony. It wouldn't make no sense if they did another Disney one and that one came out like less than 10 years ago. But yeah, Billy Porter is fulfilling his little personal prophecy as of right now. And not many people are going to speak on it because they are scared to tiptoe into the Alphabet Academy and call them out on their crap. And truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised that many people in that academy don't even like Billy Porter. I would fully and wholeheartedly understand why. And I would fully and wholeheartedly agree with why they don't like him. Because some of the reasons they may not like him may be the same reasons I don't like him. Or some of the reasons that y'all listening probably don't like him. Like, this whole thing is just one big ball of confusion. But the fact of the matter is, we know who he's trying to cater to when he said, because he let it slip, he let it come out. The generation is ready. These kids are ready. It's the grown-ups that are slowing stuff down. So even he knows in order to push the agenda, it works and starts with the kids. But if the adults are in the way to push back, the agenda can't get pushed onto them. So what is that telling you? Responsible grown adults, if you have children, nieces, nephews, especially if you have male children, because they are probably the main ones, you have to protect them from this imagery. You have to warn them of it, but you also have to protect them from it as well. Because see, the world is changing. This is their idea of progressiveness right here. This is their idea of it. To push the Alphabet Academy as hard as they can. But all they have to do is claim it's not an agenda, and they can continue to do it. If they ever slip up once and someone can catch it and then prove it, and them saying that this is an agenda, it could be a wrap overnight. But they're not going to allow that to happen. I've told you what this agenda is for. It's not about equality. In its essence, in its inception, maybe about equality. But it's something more than that now. And I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to end the video. The Alphabet Academy's main goal as it stands today in 2020 is sexual access to beings that they have never been able to access before. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Have your notifications turned on. And I will talk to you in the next one. And when I say sexual access, I mean legalized sexual access.